Hello, my name is Mr. Cube7 and in today's video I'll be showing you something that was sitting in my desk collecting dust. This is a 1 GB M2 card. M2 cards are similar to SD cards in that they store files and are small and they have different physical sizes. M2, which is also called memory stick micro, is the smallest of the sizes and is similar in size to a micro SD card. I got this one at a thrift store for a few dollars and today I'll be testing it to see how good it is at performing certain tasks. So here you can see my M2 card in File Manager. I have it named MISC, formatted as FAT, shows up as a USB drive because I have it plugged into a card reader, 48 kilobytes of space used up by the file format system, 1 gigabyte of capacity, only 911 usable, and it shows up as a standard drive. So here I'm going to do a crystal disk mark run on the device. We'll see what the results are. Alright, so the results are in. The sequential read and writes are not too great, along with the R&D 4K read and writes, but the IOPS and the US's read and writes are very high, it looks like. This is megabytes per second. So here you can see I'm copying some games to it, and it's around 4 to 5 megabytes per second with large files. When you get to the smaller files, like you can see here, the speed drops by a lot, but that's because it's a lot of little files and they always copy slower than large, big files. Okay, so I finished moving 3 games onto the M2 drive, and it was Terraria, Undertale, and Sonic Mania. It took about an hour to copy the 3, and they're all under a gigabyte, so we'll try running them. They should work. Go and launch in through Steam, and we'll just see what the load times are like with these games, because they're running on a quite slow device. We'll see if that has any issues or if it just makes things take longer to load. Alright, so it looks like we'll see what loading into a level looks like. Loading in the application didn't really seem to take any longer than it normally does. Um we'll go in the save file. Alright, so it looks like Sonic Mania at least wasn't affected at all to what I can tell by being on a drive this slow. Now we'll try Undertale. This shouldn't have any issues loading either. Loaded fine. I noticed no difference uh between this and like a normal hard drive. And now we'll try Terraria, which this one will be interesting to test because even on like a hard drive, it takes a while to load it. It loaded faster on this than it normally does. I don't know if that's just me or if an update changed anything. I'll go on this world. And loaded fine. So I guess the only real limitation here I mean, I obviously can't test this on larger games because like any modern game or any big game is above a gigabyte, which like even Sonic Adventure DX, which is probably the smallest game that I could fit on here, it's just over a gigabyte, and it won't fit on this. So I can't really test it with games that have to load a lot of things. I can only test it on mostly 2D games, but it seems to load fine, so that's cool. I'll exit out of this. Alright, so uh, that's all I have for this week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.